Hi, it's been a long time. I've been through an awful lot. No, I'm not going to go into all of it. I haven't gotten any surgeries yet, as much as I'd like to, and the first time somebody sends me $15 or $20 or $30,000, I'll be glad to jump onto the operating table. For one thing, I'd like to get rid of this big old schnoz. And do some other work maybe as well. Change my birthday to 67 instead of 57. I think that would be fun. What I wanted to talk to you now about, something I've been reading a lot about, because it of course is near and dear to my heart, is the subject of transsexual women who are fathers. I'm a father. I have 3 daughters. This is something that I've been finding is an area where an awful lot of transsexual women or dads have been doing a really shitty job. I work very hard to be a part of my children's life. My wife divorced me because she doesn't want to have a woman who's her husband. I've accepted that. She told me that that was the case very early in our relationship when I told her that I had had some transgender issues in my past, and at that time I believed that they were gone and past. Well, you know how that goes. I was a fool, and so I got married with her, and we had a child. And there's a lot more to that story, obviously. Regardless, the 2 of us are trying our best to maintain a healthy relationship for the sake of our daughter, who is young. I have 2 older daughters who are not so young. They're adults. They live their own lives. And I'm very, very grateful and happy to be part of their lives. They talk to me, I talk to them pretty regularly. Of course, I give them money also, and that's a part of every parent's life, is to give their children money when they can. I'm very grateful to be able to do that too. It does mean that I can't save any money for surgery. It means that my wardrobe is horrific and very thin. And it takes an awful lot of creativity on my part to mix and match and keep things a little bit lively so that it doesn't look like I'm wearing the same thing every day. And sometimes I am wearing the same thing every day, whether it looks like it or not. Thankfully, I have plenty of underwear. No parent should ever abandon their children for any reason, whether it's because they want to pursue transition, or they want to pursue being a political activist, or they want to pursue being an artist, or they want to pursue being a drug dealer, whatever it is. You just don't abandon your children. As a transitioning person, one of the things you are seeking to be is complete. And I would suggest that you will never be complete without your children in your life. They're always back there. The idea that 20 years from now you can rekindle the relationship is crap. It is one of the reasons why they call us selfish for doing this. And by abandoning your children, you are perpetuating that image of us as being the ultimate and selfish people for ripping our families apart, dragging our relationships down, for doing what we want to do at the expense of everyone else around us. We know this doesn't have much to do with wanting to do anything. We need to transition. The fact is that if you don't transition, you remain in your family as the dad, the male dad, you might be facing an increasing deep depression, and that can be more destructive to your family than anything else, particularly for those of you who are so overwhelmed that you might even commit or consider suicide as an option. You don't ever need to consider that option, especially now in this world. There are so many avenues of support for the transitioning man or woman. But you just cannot abandon your children. We have all of the same social responsibilities that we always had. And one of the first irrefutable ones, except in your own little mind, perhaps, is the obligation we have to support our children, emotionally, financially, physically. You have to be there. And you have to listen to them not liking your transition. And then you have to continue to be there. And you have to take all the hate and the anger and the fear and still be there. I know that it takes an enormous amount of courage to finally decide and start to transition. If you can find that courage, then you need to continue to find the courage to be a dad or a mom. Transsexual men who are transitioning or have transitioned, they don't get off of this either. But I have a feeling that there may be a somewhat higher percentage of them that understand this innately. But I'm not foolish enough to think that just because you're a man or a woman, you have some kind of lock on moral acuity. Well, now I've said what I have to say. This may actually be the most succinct and most in-time video that I've made. I do hope that my voice and my video are in sync. And I apologize for the darkness of the film. I love to call it film. I'm old, you know. Well, thank you for listening to this. And if you know anybody that's in this situation, feel free to pass this video along. And I hope I can have said something that's worthwhile. So take care. And good night. I love you all.